my mum and dad. My dad's side of the family is Estonian, which is where the name Majajas comes from. And my mum's side of the family, German Jewish. Well, I am a jewellery designer and maker. That's what I do. But I also do lots of other creative things, which all sort of come together into this jewellery thing. Oh. Genius! Where did I get my creative genius from? Thanks, Mum and Dad. No, I don't know if that's a very strong term. I wouldn't say that, but I know I'm definitely creative, and I've always had that, and I think that started from a really young age. I've always been creating something, whether it was making disgusting perfume out of powder and water when I was really little, or writing stories. I actually thought I was going to be a writer when I was younger because I was always writing. But then when I became a teenager, I really got into fashion, and I started making my own clothes as a teen, and I actually continued to do that for a long time and became a mad op shopper and was always being creative on my own body with decoration and fashion and things like that. And then I've also studied a lot of creative subjects as well. So, but my mum and dad are also very creative. My mum was a musician and a painter, and my dad was a photographer and a writer. So before I got into jewellery, I studied fashion design at TAFE, and then I got into wardrobe styling and doing a bit of that sort of stuff in commercials. And I also studied shoe design. And funnily enough, I knew that fashion wasn't the right fit for me, because as much as I love dressing up and I love fashion, I love shopping, I wasn't really that interested in what other people were wearing. And I didn't really care about putting clothes on them or designing for them. It was more just about me. But I still wanted to make things for the body. And in the back of my mind for many, many years, I had thought, God, I would love to do jewellery, but I'd never heard of anywhere that I could go to learn how to do something like that. And then one day I was talking to a friend who I hadn't seen for a while, and she told me about a course that you could do. And it was an advanced diploma of jewellery and object design. When I was at jewellery school, we learned how to use all different types of materials, and that was really fantastic. So the main focus was on metalwork. So I learned how to work in silver and brass and gold, and I really enjoyed that. And I actually thought, this is what I'm going to do. I do like to put messages across with my work, not every single piece. I think if there's a piece I'm putting through with if there's a message I'm getting through with every single piece, then that message is probably at a very basic level, look at me. Like everything I make is an attention-grabbing statement in a way, or a way to just celebrate being you. And I hope that people, get that sort of basic message from my work, that they're pieces that make them feel like excited and happy to adorn themselves and that sort of thing. But I also do really love to get political messages through with my work. But at the same time, I don't want to smash people over the head with it as well. Well, that depends on, am I able to live my dream life, or am I doing what I was doing before I was doing jewellery? Before I was doing jewellery, I was working in TV commercials, working production and wardrobe, and that was really fun. I've also done a lot of retail in between my career and studies. I've done a lot of retail in my life, a lot of fashion retail, because I love clothes and I really loved the social aspect of selling things to people. But in my dream life, if I wasn't doing jewellery, if I could do anything, I would be an architect for sure. I'm obsessed. My favourite show in the world is Grand Designs, the English version. I just love Kevin McLeod, and I love it. To me, that's the ultimate design, the ultimate mix of form and function, the ultimate practical design, where you're designing something that people need to live in, but you can make it beautiful and amazing, and that's what I would be. I'd be an architect for sure. My hopes and dreams for the future of my business is that I just am able to keep going, and that it's something that grows and changes and doesn't stay stagnant. It's something that it grows physically. At the moment, I employ just one assistant part-time. I'd really like to grow it so that I'm employing more local people and training more people. That's a slow thing that's happening. It's a slow growth. I'm really just a small business at the moment, and in some ways I really do want to keep it small because I really like the fact that I am able to physically make everything myself, or my assistant is, and I'm not keen on getting my stuff mass produced or manufactured overseas. Oh, my 16-year-old self, I would say just keep on traveling, because I think that has been one of the most influential and inspiring things in my life, and keep on trying different things, and don't get too down on yourself when you keep on failing. Just try to, stay positive and keep trying things, and be yourself. Don't try to be anybody else. Well, these tattoos are quite special and important to me. I was working for many years in jewellery shops before I was able to go full time with my business. And working in high-end jewellery shops, you have to look really neat and presentable, and I would try my hardest to hide my existing tattoos. So when I was finally able to work full time at my business, I rewarded myself with hand tattoos, because that was something that I'd always wanted to do, but I couldn't when I was working in those shops. So the tattoos are really a big reward and very meaningful to me.
And what are the designs?
The designs are cats. One is a leopard and one is a tiger, and they've been done by a local tattoo artist called Sarah Kay, and she's amazing, and she's put her own spin on the designs. Give you any meaningful reason behind the cats. I was thinking about it long and hard, and I saw another tattooist had done some cat heads, which I loved. They weren't on the hands, but I just thought the shape would really work with the hands, and I wanted to make them bigger, so we added flowers to them.
And these are your girls?
These are my girls.